Hey guys, Robert Hill III, Bad Poncho Outdoors. Today we are looking at converting our Humminbird Fishfinder we used during the summer to an ice unit. We're going to begin by stripping the power wires and folding them over. That will help to kind of secure our female quick disconnect lead that we're going to crimp on there. Once you crimp them on there, I'd usually do a quick dot of solder. It's not a necessary step, but it definitely helps to keep them on there without wiggling and falling off. And once both the positive and negative wires are done, we're going to be switching to running the wires through the base. The base is what comes with most basic Humminbird units. This can be bought for around $20 from a Humminbird itself or most major retail outlets like Gander Mountain or Cabela's. Once you're running that through the base, you're going to run it into the keyed slots that come with the base plate. Along with that, there is a metal bracket. The metal bracket helps to keep the wires in place and keeps them from sliding around. Now it's important on this to use the two black-headed screws. Those screws are specially designed for these threads and help to really hide and not look so obvious when you're on the ice and using the unit. Quickly snug them down, using just a small drill for this. Makes it a little bit easier. You see on the bottom I have notched out the wire holes. That kind of makes it so that I'm not crimping down the wire, not bending it, not hurting it too much. It just kind of helps to keep the wires in place without damaging them. And just make sure you have them in the right spot. There's only one way to do it, so it shouldn't be that difficult, but things happen. This is a Markham Showdown battery case. I pre-drilled the holes with a small drill just to make sure we're not having any issues with splintering or anything like that. Sometimes cheap plastic has that effect. But we're using self-tapping screws here as well just to kind of make sure we're not going to have any issues. So take those screws, throw them in there wherever you need to, depending on what you're doing, whether it's an FL8 case or Markham case or just some homemade wooden blocks. Just run that in there and secure it down. Now once that's done, I usually wrap the wires around the base. You can also cut the wires down if you feel like, but I use this unit as well during the summer on my kayak and my duck boat, so I don't like having the wires too short just in case I want to run power to a full-size 12-volt battery. Using a Velcro strap is super important on this. I've used zip ties in the past, and it can be just a pain in the butt if you have an issue. So a cheap Velcro strap is definitely a way to go on almost any project you do. Next thing, we're going to drop the battery in there. Once the battery's in there, again, do the same thing, a couple of Velcro straps to hold it in. Again, I've tried zip ties here, and it made a mess after having to pop the battery out while I was on the ice one day. It was quite a struggle to get the battery out. Ended up using a buck knife, and it didn't go so well. So once that's tightened down, you can go ahead and connect the power. The reason I soldered mine again was just to make sure you're not going to slip around on me at all. And doing that, make sure that if you drop it, you set it down a little hard, it falls off the sled, it's not going to pop off and maybe short out your unit. So doing that just kind of helps to secure the unit and make sure you're not going to have any issues in the future. Right now we're going to see the unit turns on, and it does. Testing the unit in-house before you leave is super important just to make sure you're not going to get out there and have an issue. But I'm Robert Hill III, Bad Poncho Outdoors. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions on this, let me know. As always, thanks for watching, and good luck on the water.